Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway on a Monday night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And now they'll shift things around. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a line ball, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 75 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And the Niners take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. There's a curveball for you. A field goal to try to give them the lead. Not only is it batted down, they get the good bounce, and it winds up 6 points the other way.
Maybe they should have thrown the fastball instead. What do you think?
Yeah, it probably would have been better than the curve. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 11 carries, 70 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another run for Gibbs here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Goff going to shift him around. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Goff now looking to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Goff now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and have about a couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tip Ryman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Taking it right down Broadway. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 31-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tip Ryman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Lions offense set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll run it with Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it, and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the week. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. McCaffrey running up the middle. And running with power here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second down and 4. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Brooks. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here's Garindo. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On the give, this is their fullback. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tip Ryman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners just continue to roll. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles. Ayuk goes in motion. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Bust through the tackle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll audible to something else. Purdy now on 2nd down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ayuk goes in motion. Play action. Now Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That one let go deep for Laporta. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing the... game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. They go play action here. Purdy. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners extend their lead yet again. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready. Purdy to throw it on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run over center with Mitchell. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd down and 13. Williams, a man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So out now come the Lions. The last series form little. On 1st down, Purdy. Got a man. That's Liggett. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. And Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here come the Lions now. In motion left comes Williams. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Purdy. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. A big third down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Right side to Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd down and 3. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That one complete to Legion. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant. And
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Xavier Legette from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves it past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In motion right, that's Williams. Purdy looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Xavier Legette, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Another shot now for this Lion. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Moody for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.